Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
We made it to Cambodia. 2-hour flight. Easy.
Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran, so to know, man.
This technically is a hostel, y'all, but we just got a private room since we spent the last 13 days together without going to a hostel. So we can have some interaction with other humans. It would be nice. And there's a little balcony. Look at that.
Good morning from Siem Reap, Cambodia. We're by a very pretty river, the Siem Reap River.
We're heading to the royal residence. We're trying to do like a walking tour this morning, but I think nothing starts like tours besides Angkor until the afternoon, and I think it's because of the heat. So we're doing our own walking tour with the help of Google. Yeah, this is the Siem Reap River.
Oh, there's a little like wind chimes hanging down or something. Lantern wind chimes or something. Pretty. Very brown. There's a lot of people hanging out by the river. I guess this must be like a cool shady spot to get away from this hot sun.
So technically the gate is open, but it's only open a little bit. So it feels like we're sneaking in, but I don't think we are. So we are at the royal residence of the King of Cambodia. This is his residence when he's staying in Siem Reap.
So these are the 12 copper statues that were used to commemorate the leaders of the Khmer Empire way back. Now there's the Khmer Rouge since then. That was a darker time in Cambodian history. And this was built in 2022, so very recently. This is the part of Cambodian history that I imagine they're a little bit more proud of the Khmer Empire. So this area is actually the Royal Independence Gardens. So not the palace. The palace isn't directly accessible to the public, but we can kind of walk around the gardens, walk around the grounds, but we won't be able to actually enter the palace.
People were praying here, like in front of different religious figures, and so we didn't record that obviously to respect their privacy, but it seems like people come here and they pray.
Oh yeah, there's a temple over there. Okay, so we're at the Angkor National Museum. So we weren't able to film the actual exhibits. They told me to put the GoPro away. But to summarize, we're able to see a lot of different statues and a lot of different historical pieces that are in there, some videos. And so basically we're able to go from the Hindu religion in the beginning of the history, the Khmer Empire, and basically the early times of the Cambodian area. And then we go into the Buddhist history and a little bit of the transition between the two. So it was very interesting to learn about the history and to see how the kings managed the transition. We didn't go into great detail on that, but there was a point when there was a figure of a statue that had Hindu proportions and even had a third eye, and it kind of also had Buddhist symbolism there too. So the kings were incorporating both Hindu and Buddhist principles in their statues. It was interesting to see that, and it was very cool to see that. One of the kings heavily believed in Vishnu, but also allowed people to believe in Buddhism. So that helped with the transition, and at some point it became all Buddhist. But it's very interesting to see the Hindu culture because they have different symbolism of the different figures like Vishnu, the different gods. So yeah, that's basically that. So tomorrow we're going to see Angkor Wat, and we will have a little bit more information for you when we look at that. We did learn about Angkor Wat, which started out as a Hindu temple. The king who allowed them to worship Buddhism, but also he believed in Vishnu. So one of the translations of the Angkor Wat in earlier times was Vishnu Loka, which I thought was cool. So the Angkor Wat transitioned from Vishnu Loka to Angkor Wat when it was a Buddhist temple. So Angkor Wat is more of a Buddhist meaning. And Angkor, I believe, means capital or city, and Wat means temple. So it's like capital temple or some variation of the two. But that's that. We're going to walk around a little bit more, and then we're going to see what we can get into later.
Woo.
On our way.
We're in a tuk-tuk. We're going to the Temple of the Reclining Buddha. And then after that, we're going to go back to the hotel and chill out because we booked a last-minute food tour. It was actually Sean's idea. Surprise, surprise.
The Buddha evades us.
So this couple here donated all of this land to build a Buddhist monastery. And then they built a gate around the Buddhist monastery with the four faces were carved of the Brahma god. And so since then, it's been named Kriya Pram Mosque, thanks to the four faces of the Brahma. So the statue of the reclining Buddha was built in place inside the main temple, and what caused Buddhists at that time to build the statue was that there was a story that in the year 1500 AD, there was a Buddhist monk who always traveled by boat to ask for food at Long Bec, the ancient capital of Cambodia, which is near the capital city. It's a long way from here to the ancient capital, but whenever he returned to this place from Long Bec, the rice in his pot was still fresh, and so people nicknamed him Priya Ang Konk Han Hoi, which means monk with freshly cooked rice in his pot. One day while he was traveling his boat, some sharks attacked the boat, and the boat broke into two pieces. Instead of sinking into the lake, one piece of the boat floated, and the Buddhist there built a standard statue, and the other piece, the prow part, brought him back here safely. It was going really fast, and so the water could not flow into it. And so because of that event, the Buddhists decided to build the statue of the reclining Buddha made of the wooden piece of the boat, which has been kept in this building. It says here, if you want to see the statue, you enter the building and salute the statue with respect, and you will achieve true happiness and merit at any time.
This Buddha's got the halo, and it's all the people worshiping Buddha. Yeah, that's a good bird.
Welcome back. So we're waiting for our tour guide because we booked a guided and authentic street food tour, which it was Sean's idea, which is surprising. Usually the tours are my idea, but we haven't really gotten to taste any Khmer food, and so this will really bridge that gap for us. I'm excited. I know some of the dishes that we're going to try, but Sean doesn't, so we'll be able to get his authentic reaction to what may be some surprising food. So our food tour is via tuk-tuk, which is nice. So that means we don't have to do an endless amount of walking, because we'll be doing an endless amount of walking tomorrow for our Angkor Wat tour. So our first stop included a drink and 3 dishes. So the drink was pandan leaf tea, iced tea, no sugar. It really wasn't that bad. It was kind of mild. I'm not a fan of unsweetened tea, but Sean loves unsweetened tea, hot or cold. He's a weirdo. No offense to all the unsweetened tea lovers out there. And then we had fried spring rolls, fresh spring rolls, and then we'll have to put the name of the dish on the screen, but it was like a salad with pork. What looked like egg, but it's not egg. And then the last dish we had, I can't remember the name of it, but we'll try to remember to put it on the screen. It was like a salad, so it had greens and bean sprouts and we had pork. It could also be made with fish or chicken. And then the topping, which looks like an egg, y'all, but it's not an egg, is rice paper dyed with turmeric. So you mix it all together, and there's fish sauce in the bowl with peanuts, and it was just, it's so simple, but it was really good. I've never had anything like that before. It was very delicious. So that was our first stop. Now we have 4 stops in this food tour. So on the way to our second stop, which is supposed to be a stir-fried rice noodle dish. See you there.
So we just left the second place, and I don't remember what it's called, but there's the sign. It was so good. They had like this fried egg noodle dish with chives. Oh yeah, chives was in the mushy fried one. Anyway, this place had really, really good dishes. There's 2 really good dishes. And for me, the egg and noodle dish kind of brought it together for me a little bit more. It edged out the other one for me, but they're both really good. So I was really excited about this. And then we learned that Cambodia was #1 in rice last year. And then we studied all about rice for a little bit and learned that US was #1 in 2015. So go figure. But yeah, now we're on to the next place.
Yummy.
So our third stop was about 15 minutes outside of the main Siem Reap area to this nice little local restaurant where we had a rice noodle dish. It was made of coconut and turmeric, and there was like this really soft, longer noodles with banana flour and some other things mixed in it. So you squeeze some lime on it and then eat it. I'm not a fan of coconut, so it was very coconutty for me, but Sean loved it. I can see it wasn't as heavy as a typical like rice noodle dish is. It also wasn't like piping hot. So it was kind of like middle of the ground. So I can see you being able to eat it in the very hot Cambodian weather. And then we also had a little like shot of pandan leaf jelly with coconut jelly on the top as well. So that was stop number 3. We're on to our last stop, which is a local seafood market. Our guide told us that it's like definitely mostly local, because when tourists go there, they can't really navigate, because you go to a local market, you don't speak their language, you better figure it out. So we're gonna go there and try some more adventurous foods.
Yeah, and we put under this line. Okay, still hot, still warm. And we do like this to open it. Yeah. Yeah. And then you open it. It's juicy inside. Yeah. And then you can open it.
Oh my god.
Like me.
That's a full grown chicken.
It's duck.
We drink the juice.
Juice?
Yeah, we drink this.
This is solid.
Yeah. That one, no water, no juice.
Oh, there's a little.
Okay, and then you do like this. And you put a little bit of this inside, and you drink a little bit. You drink. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Really?
A little yolky.
Oh, I like yolks.
Let's go.
Yeah. This the big basil, the Khmer basil with some leaf. Mm.
This is not that. This is oysters. Mm, I like it. That's not on face. I think this tastes better than the quail egg one we have.
We have to finish all of that, right?
Yeah. You will feel which one your favorite. Yeah, after trying all of this. Full master. Yeah. I will go ahead. One bite.
I can eat it quick.
Yummy. The tiny one, the small one, yeah.
Oh, that's nothing.
Crunchy, yeah.
Better than a lot of potato chips.
Yeah.
And protein.
You're stressed.
You got a beer.
You're stressed.
Keep going. Oh no, but tarantula, this season we don't have it. Yeah.
You know what? It's not that bad. Yeah. As long as you don't look at it in the eyes. I did. I named it and everything.
Just one bite.
Oh. The first. Yeah.
That's why I knew it wasn't eating it. I knew it was gonna be juicy. There was no way.
That's a big
Ballet.
I just want the leg. That's the whole body.
Yeah.
Frog leg. I like frog leg, so I don't think it's frog leg. That's good.
Yeah, it's crunchy.
It's a full frog.
Yeah.
That's a reference. That's good.
And now water beetle.
So Sean's gonna eat the water beetle. You have to remove the stinger. So don't eat the stinger.
One bite.
He's like, yummy. It's not a spider.
Which one your favorite? And this all the unripe pickle.
Oh, it's durian here.
Unripe fruit pickle, yeah. This jackfruit.
Oh, that's jackfruit.
Yeah. Durian, very strong smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smell bad, but taste good. Yeah.
Sugar
yeah,
apple.
sugar apple. Yeah.
That goes in Caribbean. Like the islands in the U.S.
Oh, they grow it.
Yeah, that goes there.
We have it a lot.
Listen. I ate a water bug, alright? They had crickets, worms, and water bugs. Thankfully, they did not have spiders. And I ate, the grasshopper, no problem. The worm, a little juicy, but still no problem. The beetle, that you had to remove the wings and remove the stinger, a little bit of a problem. Well, it's a water bug beetle. It was a cockroach, basically. So that was tough for me. But I got it done. Christina had frog. Oh yeah, they also had frogs.
I ate the grasshopper. I had the grasshopper.
Oh, you had the grasshopper
The
also.
frog was my favorite.
Yeah, the frog was good. We also had balut. The fertilized duck egg was, it wasn't too bad at first, but when I got down into it, I saw a little bit more duck than I wanted to, so I couldn't finish it. But the juicy part was good. The liquid part was good with some salt and pepper and lime. It was fine. So that was all right. Christina had it too. You seemed to like it. And then yeah, we also had this little coconut dessert. It was basically sugar. So that was all right. But so yeah, now we're heading back to the hotel, and I guess this is where we're gonna call it a night. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next one.